it's not the game they wanted. Which, yeah, okay, fine. But it's a Bethesda game. It's exactly like all their other Bethesda games, except it's the best Bethesda game ever. So maybe if if you like playing Fallout or whatever other games Bethesda make, then this is the game for you, and it is better than all of those. But it's not really, it's not going to be, I don't know, the best space combat simulator ever. It's not going to be the best Planet Explorer ever. It's in their genre. It's how they make games. So, yeah, live with that. Okay. I think. Yeah, I thought we're going to run out. So we'll buy another 10,000 litres of. Maybe I should have bought 50. I wasn't sure that I needed that much. And it's kind of a shame that you can buy 10 but you can't buy 20. But it is what we have, so we'll just do the best we can. How's the Valtra's still going around, so that's good. I did miss a strip over there, and I'm probably not going to be able to do that. But according to the map, that looks like it's covered, so that's fine. The big aim here, at least with precision farming, you can use the mini-map to see where you've been. So you don't necessarily have to worry about the field all being covered in whiteness. So I've missed a bit at the bottom, and the map is still showing yellow. Good grief, we actually ran through that in no time. Okay then. The map is showing a little bit of yellow along the edge, so I will probably go and deal with that next time we come down the field. And then, I didn't look at store sales, did I? Ooh. Not that we have a lot of money, but we do have a lot of potential money. But I need both tractors for that, so we'll worry about that in a short while. Yes. Oh, we're down to 32% seed in that grass tank. Good grief. We did use most of it. I'm surprised. I didn't expect us to eat through it that fast. Well, the other thing is the seeder for root crops is not very big. I think he was 40 litres of seed. So either you are going to need a seed tank on the field somewhere so you can replenish it incredibly frequently, or carrots, parsnips and red beets are going to be incredibly efficient crops to plant. should get to the end and it should turn off. Yes. So if I swing round like this, it should pick up those edges. Kind of. How did we do? Missed a tiny bit in that corner. Let's back up and there we go. That should turn off. Okay. So we've come all the way down the field, and you know what I think we can do is change work width. 18 meters. That's probably no. That is 15 meters is the narrowest we can do, and I think this is way more than 15. Let's turn it on. Good grief! Turn on already. There we go. Oops, missing some bits, but the field itself is turning white, so that's good. So before precision farming, this was kind of the way to control how much of the field you're spreading stuff over, and thus be a little bit more efficient in your application. And a lot of the liquid sprayers do exactly the same thing here. Anyway, we didn't make it. Good grief. Oh well. Let's go grab a tiny bit more. I actually thought we were possibly going to complete that. Oh, and the Valtra's finished, so that's good. Okay, we'll be able to go and see how much seed we did actually use on that. That button, 2,700. Yeah, okay. We use 60% of the seed. So, how's the field coverage? There it is. Needs rolled. Haven't got a roller. Looks like there's some patches in the square corners. So this corner no, that corner no, but on the insides it has missed some bits. So we'll go take care of that, I guess. And get back on the liming again, because that needs to get done. Oh, that's the other thing we've noticed on the premium kit. There's a lot more you have to unfold before you lower. You have to do something before a thing. Yeah, these corners are... So that is something of note. Farmer Cott put down the front mower before he unfolded it, and then when he tried to unfold it with the front mower lowered, it just said, yeah, you can't do that. So, things to be aware of. Coming round where was okay, we'll chase the deer off. I'm really, at this point, I'm kind of going by what the field looks like. So I forget what it's called. So kind of like there's missing thing. What is it? It's not colours, but it's the way it's supposed to look when it's planted and not planted. I forget. But it's not looking right on these square corners, so now that one did look okay. It's where the cedar doesn't make it through the middle that it's not good. Bit. Yeah, that bit. And it looks like possibly a large part of this bit wasn't seeded well. And that looks better. Let's analyze the field now. The map looks fairly clean here, so that's all good. I can fold that up and we will head back to the yard. Yay. Anyway, what else was going on? Oh, Saturday I did get a ton of tree limbs cut down to length, and we had another bonfire, which is good. And I've probably got one more round of tree limbs to cut up before that side of the house, or the concrete slab at that side of the house, is cleared off. And I'll be able to do some more tree trimming things. And we've actually used our cedar for a thing. Yeah. It occurs to me no baling. There are 3 cultivating contracts. We have a cultivator. We could do these for relatively free. There's still a lot of harvesting. Oh, there's still a lot of liming, but it's kind of an issue for us. But those 3 cultivating contracts, we could pick those up. They're kind of all over the place, but they will pay. I think that's probably kind of important for us to consider a good deal. So I am going to... It's something I can, I can set this off on a worker. It's going to eat into the income we make from those contracts, but really, if we can do them, they'll pay us more, especially since we own all the equipment. So drop that. No, that's probably as good a place as any. I will fill that up with the rest of the seed before I put it in the shed, because that's going to sit in the shed now all day, every day for the next however long. Oh, that's a bit unfortunate too. Okay. I just noticed Valtra's at 79%. It's probably only 2,000 to fix it right now. And that might be a good plan. Yes. Because I don't think we're going to get those 3 contracts done. Where did I leave the other guy's weight? I will need a weight with the cultivator. I just don't need the big heavy one that the little orange tractor's running with right now. That wasn't the greatest lineup. There we go. So we've got a bit of a weight on the front, so that's good. Oh, and also we have to complete these by the end of the month. I haven't got that turned on the contracting thing. Contracting penalties yet, but I might do that before the end of November 4. But we do have until the end of November 4 to do that. Okay, fold that up. Thank you. Let's go find a field. Where's my flashing fields? Okay, field 79, which actually we can get to that way by the looks of it. Don't know if you can get to it from the roads, but that way's away, so we'll do that first. Make some money while the sun is very low in the sky, because it's nearly winter. Then we'll get back to finishing off the lime. And that's interesting. That's not the field I'm doing, that's why that's interesting. I was thinking there's green stuff in that field. Why would you want me to cultivate that? You don't. You want me to do this field, which is fine. Drive onto here and clear the current course, set a new course. This we can probably do with 2 headlands. We'll do the middle first, generate the course, ding, and set him off. I think it starts around here. Maybe. No, it starts in the far corner. Okay, well, you do you. I need to close the tank lid and go deal with the last of the lime. We can probably turn all the lights off. There we go. And I think I do have fertilizer in the tank. I just don't know how much. Alrighty. And that's the end of it. Okay. Field is complete. Turn that off. Get rid of the course plane menu and let's go grab the fertilizer. will need to turn on the crop sensors. These are our fields, so it will make a difference. Unload. We'll just unload it in the middle of the floor. There we go. That's going to be convenient, isn't it? We don't have any lime. We have 1,100 litres of fertiliser. And another sip of tea. Okay, crop sensors on. Let's open that up, make sure it says so. Yes. So, crop sensors are on. We need to press that one time. Full width spreading, and I can close that window. Now we're actually chewing through this quite quickly as well, because this field was never fertilised. But I do think that our other fields may not be so much of a problem. I mean, you look at the orange that this is turning to, and you look at the state of the other two fields, and it really is quite a bit of difference there. I don't think I turned in at this point early enough. I missed a bit of the back corner there, but pretty much everything else is now done. Actually, well, let's see. Yep, got that bit, and yeah, that edge. So we can, when we get to the next field, we'll see that the actual coverage is much closer to what's needed for grass, and in some ways maybe too high. So when that happens, it won't, it won't add any more. You'll see it's quite blotchy, that field to our right. So there are areas on that field which need a lot of fertiliser, and there are areas on that field which need less, or maybe none. So see where the yellow is, it's just not spreading anything at that point. And the orange is a little bit deficient, but not greatly deficient. And this is not going to be easy to know where I've been. Still, I mean, you look at the rate this is going down and it's almost negligible, at least at this end. And that's what I was saying about, I think we've probably got enough fertiliser to do all of our fields, even though there's only about 11,000 litres. And if I do need to buy more, I probably need to buy maybe 200 litres, and we'll be good. He says, thinking, oh, maybe a little bit more. No, we used most of it on the other field. So this field is This end of the field, you've got lots of red here, so it's going to be boosting up by quite a lot. It's going to be using a lot of fertilizer at this stage. So, and yes, Giants have actually confirmed that we would be if I get the the premium edition, which isn't a question because I've got season 2 pass, so I will be getting it anyway. We will be able to grow carrots and red beets and parsnips on this map. There may be issues with selling parsnips and green and red beets and stuff on this map, depending on how the sell points on this map have been defined. The issue there is really more a case of how okay if you're using a giant sell point, then everything will be sellable at that sell point. If you're not using a giant sell point, then what you can sell at a place may be restricted and will probably not be updated by giants to accept the new crops or the new production type. So while you might want to sell potato chips at the supermarket, if you're using a mod supermarket, it doesn't know anything about potato chips, and giants probably won't let you add it to your mod. So that might be an issue. But obviously we'll have to see when we get to that point. Does mean I might want to make sunflowers and or canola on this map so that we can make potato chips at some point. Ooh, we are running very, very low. I'm honestly not sure if we're going to make it. Oh, it slowed down suddenly. Oh, this is agonizing. Oh, and all of a sudden we get a very thirsty bit. Jeez. I think we end about here. Yes, with 9 litres left in the tank. Oh yeah. So everywhere that's white is over-fertilised. Well, nominally over-fertilised. That field over there is dark orange. It's not the lighter orange that we need, so that does need a boost. I think ordinarily you should wait until there's at least some crop on the ground for the crop sensors to be able to see and say, oh yeah, you need some things there. But I'm not too fussed about that right now. We'll just go buy a little bit more fertilizer